Down the hall from that hearing, a man on trial in the Beach for inappropriately touching a young woman in a church group. The case against Jeffrey Bondi dates back to 2001. He was arrested in January. Among the people taking the stand, the victim of the incident. 10 News Side's Jason Marks is live in Virginia Beach with more. Jason.
Anita, we had a full day of testimony today. We heard from the victim, we heard from the victim's friends, and we heard from those closest to Jeffrey Bondi. Now, Jeffrey Bondi himself did not take the stand, and he had little to say outside of the courtroom.
Jason Marks, Wave TV. Do you have anything to say?
You want to say? Jeffrey Bondi said nothing as he left the Virginia Beach courthouse. He's accused of sexually assaulting an 18-year-old girl who was a member of his church youth group back in 2001. The victim, who we won't identify, was a freshman at James Madison in October 2001. She came home to babysit Bondi's 3 children. She told the court Bondi came home from the night out and she was sleeping on the couch. At one point, he lay down next to her and put her arm around her. She said she was frozen from fear. That's when she says his hands began to wander, first onto her belly, and then up her shirt, and then moved again. Bondi was charged with object penetration. The victim told the court that he used his hand to commit the crime. The victim says she tried to leave at one point, and that's when Bondi told her to stay and laid on top of her as she was assaulted again. Defense attorneys tell me that there's no question Bondi did have inappropriate contact with the victim, but things never went that far.
Mr. Bondi has never contested the fact that something inappropriate happened that night, and he's been remorseful, regretful, and apologetic about that from day one.
Bondi was fired from Galilee Church, but the victim never went to police. That didn't happen until a family friend went to officers in 2016. Defense attorneys argue she had plenty of chances to do that along the way.
This isn't a case where there was never a disclosure for 16 years. There were disclosures multiple times.
During a police interview with Bondi, he says he doesn't remember all the details from that night 16 years ago, but he is sure he didn't do what he's accused of. Though he did question, he didn't remember some of the details because they were so horrible. Now, both sides rested late this afternoon. Closing arguments will begin first thing at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'll be back in the court. We'll have updates on Twitter, and of course, we'll have an update on Wavy News 10 at noon tomorrow. For now, that's the latest here in Virginia Beach. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.